What's up, brother? You can repair and undo the damage that has done to your brain due to your porn use. And I have 4 steps for you to do it within 28 days. The height of my porn addiction, I remember I was feeling utterly, absolutely hopeless because everything I saw was sexual. Every person I interacted with, every woman I saw was sexual. Every content I consumed online was sexual. And I thought to myself, this is absolutely hopeless. How can anyone desexualize their brain, repair this damage that's been done? And I was feeling so hopeless. And then I met a few people that had detoxed off of porn, quit porn for good, detoxed a lot of the media that they were consuming. And they were saying that they didn't have this sexual desire anymore and they were healing their brain. And so then a belief was changed for me from, oh, I can't do this is hopeless and nobody can actually quit this, to, wow, people are actually doing it successfully and it's repairing their brain, right? And then from there, I started working professionally in the field of sexual addiction. And at this current stage in my life, I'm talking almost every single day with men that are addicted to porn. And I'm seeing it real time, how people can heal their brains through doing these 4 steps. Number 1, first step, detox all social media for just 1 week, all right? Detox all social media for just 1 week. How do we do this? There's a really cool app that I use and that I recommend called BlockSite. I highly recommend this app. I can't recommend it enough. I have absolutely no affiliation with them whatsoever, but I recommend this app because you can list specific websites and apps that you cannot physically access anymore. Of course, there's ways around this, but what I recommend you do is you have somebody else set a password for this app so that you can't change the settings, you can't change and you can't remove the filters anymore. And you don't have to say, hey, I'm trying to quit porn. Just say, hey, I'm trying to block these apps because it's wasting my lot of time. You put things like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. For 1 week, guys, don't worry, it's not forever. For 1 week, detox all this stuff. And the reason this detox is important is because the dopamine that is trying to get your brain back to porn is the same system that's trying to get you to social media. So in effect, if you can successfully quit social media use mindlessly and be more mindful about it, then you can also, in effect, quit porn as well. Because it's the same dopamine splash, the same hits that are trying to get you down to watching porn. If you know the experience, let me know. You see, you're going to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, TikTok, pretty mindlessly, pretty innocently, not really planning to watch anything sexual, but of course, due to the sexual nature of the world, our modern world, you see something sexual, it triggers you to think about, oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna go search this thing later on Google. And before you know it, you're watching porn. Before you know it, you're checking out one Instagram profile and you're having a full-on binge watching session. And you're feeling the shame, well, I can't believe I'm here again. What am I doing with my life? You're masturbating, and then you're breaking the cycle. You're breaking your streak again, right? So you can stop that cycle completely by just not consuming the social media that's trying to hook your dopamine brain. That's causing the damage in the first place, all right? So do it for 1 week. Now the key to this is getting an app like BlockSite because it will interrupt the pattern. Because you know the experience of doom scrolling where you're not even planning to go to Instagram, you're not even planning to go to YouTube, but your thumb just opens the phone, goes to the most brightly colored app that it can find, which is usually Instagram, and you start watching stuff and you're like, I don't even know why I'm here. I wasn't even planning to come here. It's like I was possessed. And so what this app does, the BlockSite app does, is it literally stops the pattern and it reminds you like, oh, I can't access this because I put a filter on it and I don't want to access it. Oh yeah, let me go do something else, all right? Okay, so that's step 1, 1 week. Step 2 of this 4-step process is that you've got to notice during this 1 week, notice and make note of the moments where you feel like you want to escape to your phone. Notice the times that you feel most susceptible to feelings of like, oh, I just feel, for example, I'm stressed, I'm bored, I'm lonely, I am anxious, I'm uncertain, I'm antsy, and I'm noticing when I'm in these internal states, during these emotional states, I am more susceptible to wanting to escape to my phone. And that's the secret. And so step 2 is really making note and realizing like, oh, there are certain times of my life that I feel like I just want to escape life. And that's when I need to go to that, or need to, or want to go to these apps. Step 3 is to find specific activities that you can do in replacement of using media to deal with difficult emotions, instead of using your phone to deal with difficult emotions. For example, the one I use and I stand by is that anytime I'm feeling something difficult, I go to my phone and I open my journaling app immediately. And I have a running list of notes that are just questions to myself. There are things like, I'm feeling stressed right now. Why am I feeling stressed? And I try to just write it out, and I peel back the onion until I figure out the root reason why I'm stressed. And then I go, oh, that's why I'm stressed. Let me address that in a productive way. Let me not try to numb that emotion and escape to media, my phone, but actually address it. And that's what I do. Another thing you could do is to message somebody. Open up your WhatsApp or your Facebook Messenger app or your texting app, and you message a friend or a parent or brother, sister, somebody in your life, your spouse, and say, hey, just letting you know, I love you. Just letting you know that I'm feeling bored right now and I don't know what to do, so I'm messaging you. That's it. Or you can just get up and move your body, do some push-ups, go outside, take a walk. So you have an activity in this third step that you will always go to when you notice that you're feeling these emotions that usually lead you to wanting to go to your phone. You go to Instagram, for example, because you have a habit. It blocks it because of the app. Instead, you go, oh, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm going to go to my journaling app and I'm going to try to figure out why I'm trying to escape life right now. Why am I bored? What do I want to do with this boredom? Why am I stressed? What do I want to do with this stress? Why am I anxious? What do I want to do with this anxiety? Do you see how this works? All right. Now, step 4, my friends, is how you will actually break free from the dopamine cycle and you will repair and fix your brain. And that is to do this system for 4 weeks total. Do it for 28 days, 4 weeks, and it will change your life, right? Because after you've done it for 1 week, more than likely what will happen is that you will, at the end of the week, you will go, wow, my life is so much better. I'm happier, I'm more fulfilled, I'm spending more time doing productive things instead of destructive things. There are hours of my life that I'm getting back because I'm not letting my phone dictate and consume and control my behavior, but instead I'm in control. You have hours back into your day, and you will feel happier and more fulfilled. And after you notice that, after 1 week, you will go, why don't I just keep doing it? Why don't I just continue with this behavior? And that's when you go, I'm gonna go for 28 days doing this, complete detox. And after 28 days is when your dopamine system will start to repair. It's when your brain will start to repair the damage that's been done, okay, by porn specifically. Because porn is the ultimate floodgate of dopamine that you're dousing your brain with, okay? So 28 days also has been proven in studies to be the time where usually after 28 days is when your dopamine system starts to level off and normalize, and you start to repair the damage, all right? It takes 28 days. That's the reason, my friend, people usually have a hard time quitting porn and more than 1 month. If you've noticed this, after about the 1 month mark, people usually go back to their habit, to porn, go back to their old behaviors, and they aren't consistent, right? That's the reason, okay? So number 1, let's recap. You've got to do a 1 week total detox. Start there. If it feels too much, just remember, it's just temporary. It's just 1 week. And I promise you, you will feel better. You will make a mental note afterwards and you will say, this feels amazing. I want to keep going. And then second step is during that 1 week, you will notice and make note of all the times you felt an internal state of wanting to escape to your phone, and you will not, but instead you will do step 3, which is to internalize, why am I feeling this, through journaling about it, through talking with somebody about it, through messaging someone, through moving your body, getting out, going on a walk, on a run, doing push-ups, jumping jacks, whatever it is, guys. There's a billion things better than consuming your phone. And then step 4 is that you will consider doing it for 28 days. And after you've done that, your brain will be much better. It will be healed. And I guarantee if you do this for longer than 28 days, you will never, ever look back, because your life will be completely different after that. Completely. Because imagine all the time that you will get back. Think about it. Go on your phone right now, after this video. Go in your settings and look at how much time you've spent on mindlessly on social media apps just in the last week. All right? The average person spends 4 hours a day on media. 4 hours. That's a part-time job, my friends. You can start a business with that amount of time. You could change lives with that amount of time. You could get jacked and shredded as heck with that amount of time. So the opportunity cost of keeping this stuff, the mindless consuming of media in your life, is way too big, and we've got to get it out of our lives. And what you will realize after just 1 week is that, wow, I thought I needed this, but I actually don't. I thought that media was somehow improving my life, but it's actually detracting from your life greatly, and you've got to stop. And I know you know that you have to stop. I know that you know it, but you're not doing it. You just got to do it for 1 week. Just commit for 1 week. See how you feel. This will change your life. All right? You absolutely can do it. It's everything. All right. See you in the next video. Love you guys.